the NFL, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Golden Eagles and the Niners on Sunday Night Primetime.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Orlando taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stein, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw on second down. Stein. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Looking to throw. Stein. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. In trouble, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stein. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. We're scoreless after 1. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hernandez. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either.
And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stein. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them give it an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Straight ahead, ETN gets past one man, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 31-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Stein. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Stein. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Back to throw. Stein. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Golden Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throw.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Stein.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Stein.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. 9-0 is the final. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off the play fake, Stein. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Stein over the middle. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A handoff for ETN. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Back to throw. Stein. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Shotgun now with Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Stein. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stein. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Whitaker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing on first down. Stein. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stein.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you wish down. Stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Orlando, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.